For centuries, Africa has been defined by its resilience. A continent rich in culture, resources, and spirit, yet bound by the chains of colonialism and foreign domination. But across its lands, a fire has always burned, a fire of freedom, independence, and self-rule. Today, that fire burns brighter than ever as a new generation of leaders rises to reclaim Africa's destiny, echoing the dreams of its revolutionary founding fathers. From the Sahel to the southern plains, Africa is speaking with a unified voice. The era of dependency is over. This is the story of how a continent is reclaiming its sovereignty, one bold move at a time. In the 20th century, visionaries like Thomas Sankara, Kwame Nkrumah, Julius Nyerere, and Patrice Lumumba dared to imagine an Africa free from foreign control. Sankara championed self-reliance in Burkina Faso, turning the nation into a beacon of African pride. Nkrumah preached Pan-African unity, calling for a continent united against neo-colonialism. Nyerere gave Tanzania a unique path with Ujamaa, his model of African socialism. And Lumumba, his unflinching resistance to exploitation, made him a martyr for sovereignty. Today, the torch has passed to a new generation. Leaders like Ibrahim Trore of Burkina Faso and Assimi Goïta of Mali are carrying forward the dreams of Sankara and Nkrumah. Traoré, Africa's youngest head of state, has boldly expelled foreign troops and ended reliance on colonial powers. Goïta, in neighboring Mali, has taken decisive steps to realign the nation's alliances, prioritizing African solutions over external interventions. These actions aren't just political, they're symbolic. They say, Africa is no longer a pawn in someone else's game. By reclaiming control of their resources, rewriting their narratives, and forging new partnerships, these leaders are honoring the legacy of the past while shaping a future that is authentically African. Africa's journey toward true independence has never been easy. It's a story of struggle, sacrifice, and unyielding hope. But today, as the Sahel rises and the continent speaks with renewed strength, we see a new chapter being written. A chapter where Africa's leaders stand tall, their people stand proud, and their futures are decided on African soil by African hands.
In this video, we take a look at this new appointment made by the President of Burkina Faso, President Ibrahim Trore. Now, this appointment is made in order to help him administer the country or run the country effectively. So he has now appointed a new prime minister to help him administer the affairs of Burkina Faso. So let's keep watching the video. I'll come back here and do a deep critical analysis of the situation in Burkina Faso. But before we watch the video, if you haven't yet liked this video, kindly like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Let's watch the video together.
The appointment of Rimtalba John Emmanuel Ouedraogo as the new Prime Minister of Burkina Faso by Captain Ibrahim Trore marks a significant moment in the country's political strategy and governance. This decision comes amidst the backdrop of Burkina Faso's struggle to maintain sovereignty and stability in a volatile Sahel region. Ouedraogo's selection represents a calculated choice by Traoré to bring a fresh perspective to governance, media and communications expertise. As a journalist and former Minister of State in charge of communications, Ouedraogo has a deep understanding of public sentiment and the power of narratives. His background positions him to effectively manage Burkina Faso's communication strategy, both domestically and internationally. This is particularly crucial as the nation seeks to redefine its image amidst a break from Western influence. Public engagement. A figure with media experience could help bridge the gap between the government and the public. Ouedraogo's ability to craft and deliver messages may foster unity and rally support for Traoré's vision. The directive to constitute a government for the continuity of government action underscores Traoré's intent to maintain the momentum of his administration while introducing a leader who aligns with his goals. Handling current challenges. The new Prime Minister's immediate task will be to stabilize governance and address pressing issues such as security concerns, economic hardships, and education system disruptions caused by insurgency-related closures. Policy alignment. Ouedraogo is likely seen as someone who shares Traore's vision for asserting national sovereignty and reducing dependency on external powers, particularly France and other Western entities. Traore's administration has been characterized by bold moves to distance Burkina Faso from foreign influences and promote African solutions to African problems. Ouedraogo's appointment may strengthen this approach. Focus on national narratives. With Ouedraogo at the helm, the government can better control the narrative, counter external criticism, and highlight achievements. Communication as a tool of resistance. By leveraging his media background, Ouedraogo can champion policies that emphasize self-reliance, such as the push for greater control over Burkina Faso's resources and partnerships that prioritize the nation's interests. Ouedraogo's appointment also presents notable challenges that he must navigate. Managing public expectations. The people of Burkina Faso have high hopes for Traore's administration. Ouedraogo must address these expectations while dealing with the limitations of resources and ongoing insurgencies. International relations. As Burkina Faso distances itself from Western powers, Ouedraogo will need to carefully manage diplomatic relations to avoid total isolation while fostering beneficial partnerships with alternative allies. Security crisis. The ongoing militant insurgency in the Sahel remains the biggest threat to stability. Ouedraogo will need to work closely with the military to support counterinsurgency efforts and ensure the government retains public trust. The appointment fits into the larger narrative of African countries in the Sahel region, reclaiming autonomy and redefining leadership dynamics. Traore's move to appoint a prime minister with a strong communication background signals a recognition that leadership today is as much about managing perceptions as it is about enacting policies. Ouedraogo could play a pivotal role in galvanizing public support for Traore's administration and its mission. Reem Talba, Jean-Emmanuel Ouedraogo's appointment as Prime Minister of Burkina Faso is a bold and thoughtful move by Captain Ibrahim Trore. It reflects a strategy aimed at enhancing governance continuity, refining communication, and reinforcing the national agenda of sovereignty and self-reliance. While challenges remain, Ouedraogo's experience and alignment with Traore's vision present an opportunity for Burkina Faso to solidify its position in a changing Sahel and inspire similar movements across Africa.
Welcome back. So in this video, we took a look at the appointment of a new Prime Minister for Burkina Faso. Now, Burkina Faso has gone through a lot in terms of governance over the past few years. Ibrahim Trore, who happens to be a captain in the Burkina Faso army, took over government through a coup d'etat, and this was in alignment with the beliefs or the principles of the people of Burkina Faso. So they have rallied their support behind Captain Ibrahim Trore to run the affairs of Burkina Faso, in the sense that resources that were meant for people in Burkina Faso were being mined and exported by countries in the West, particularly France, was mining uranium and then taking it outside the country. So this left the people of Burkina Faso impoverished. So when the military junta took power from the ruling government, all the people in the country rallied their support behind President Ibrahim Traore. Now it is time to administer and run the country. So President Ibrahim Traore has selected a new prime minister. I believe the tenure of office of the old prime minister is up. So he has appointed a new prime minister to administer the affairs of the people of Burkina Faso, and also to help his government in order to deliver to the expectations of the people in Burkina Faso. So he selected someone whose goals and principles align with his goals and principles in order to help Burkina Faso to be liberated. So he has selected a new prime minister who who has a background in media and communication, because he believes that he will be able to communicate what is happening in the government to the people, so that the people will be able to understand and know exactly what is going on in his government. This is a very crucial and critical role that has been given to this new appointee, in the sense that he would also have to manage diplomatic relationship with other countries in the world and other superpowers in the world. Because Burkina Faso, after the coup had happened, there are some countries which are planning to invade Burkina Faso. So he has to be very tactical in his diplomacy. There are also some countries who also genuinely want to have partnership and work with the people of Burkina Faso. So it means he has to be very critical when it comes to diplomatic relations with countries of the world. And also, since this is a military government, the issue of security should be a top priority in this government. There are insurgents all over the country, so he needs to also put in measures that will be able to help the military combat against all this terrorist attack against the people of Burkina Faso. It is my prayer that this new appointment made by President Ibrahim Trore will go a very long way to helping the people of Burkina Faso liberate themselves freely of all these colonial masters and this France domination in the country. And this, I believe, will go to a larger extent help liberate the African continent. Let me know what you think about all these in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Just click the subscribe button down here. Click on the subscribe button. Click as well on the notification bell. And I'd like to see you again in my next video.